Stay tuned to the end of this video because I have a bonus job at the end of this video.
Any night, any day, let me take you away. All I need is just saying yeah, 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 yeah. Better nights, better days, when you're here with me.
What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Ronee. I am a licensed esthetician, certified personal trainer, and motivational speaker, and a bunch of different stuff that I do on YouTube. So check out my other videos. Today I am going to make a video about 10 careers that you can have while you're as an esthetician. Okay, these are just the 10 that excite me. There's so many other things you can do, you know what I mean? But these are just the 10 that I felt like were pretty cool to talk about, so stay tuned. And don't forget to click like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Okay, subscribe to my channel. Okay, so let's get right into this video. Okay, so number 1, you can work at a salon or day spa. And so basically you'll be doing you'll be performing facials, and you'll be helping people relax, which is what you pretty much do anyway, you know what I mean, as an esthetician. But this is kind of cool because I like the fact that you could just come out of school, go right into a spa environment or a day spa, and usually you'll get like discounts on certain things. Your clientele is going to be pretty upper class, so you're going to be dealing with a certain type of individuals at this day spa, and it's really rewarding because you just get to help people relax. So I've heard a lot about different day spas. I myself like to go to certain spas, but I'm more of like an introvert, and as far as like I like to go to like the hot springs and stuff like that, and you know, apply the mud myself and just kind of do my own thing. But it's a great thing to do, you know, as a couple, or to give gifts to someone. But yeah, so a day spa, you'll also be at these day spas. You could apply makeup at these day spas. A lot of these day spas they could be individually owned, where it's like a mom and pop shop, or you could work for like a corporation. You can also work in the front desk as a reception, where you're just scheduling appointments. A lot of people during the time that I was in school was like, as an esthetician, was like, go work for, you know, a company where you can just work as a receptionist. Although I wasn't interested in doing that, not while I was in school. But that's still a good job to have, is just to be a receptionist until you kind of like, you know, like learn the business and start to, you know, grow in that area and understand different treatments and how a spa works. So as an esthetician, you could also own your own spa. You can just open up your own spa fresh out of school. Now, everybody doesn't recommend that you do that, because everybody wants you to like work in the industry for a while and see how things are ran and work for another company. But just straight out of school, if you wanted to, you can open your own spa if you have the resources, and you could do like, you could, you know, have employees that follow your protocol, or you could just rent space to other people and have them, you know, do their own thing, and you're basically just providing a spa setting. So number 2, a medical esthetician. So you do need more education in order to be a medical esthetician. Now, I don't know what the difference is in Colorado compared to other places, so I'm not going to quote exactly what all you need, okay? But I do know that you need continuing education. I believe it's an LPN or nursing school. Don't quote me on that. I haven't really looked into that too much because that's not really my passion, but definitely look into it if that's something that you want to do, because there's a lot of money in being a medical esthetician. You could work with a dermatologist, you could work, you know, under a dermatologist, or you could work under a plastic surgeon. There's so many different things you could do on the medical side, so definitely do your research. And if that's something that you're interested in doing, look it up for your state and what all you need to do to become a medical esthetician. There's a lot of videos on YouTube talking about medical aesthetics and becoming a medical esthetician. So I would look into those too and just hear, you know, different jobs in that field, because that's like a whole nother Pandora's box where you're unraveling so many different things that you can do in the industry as a medical esthetician. Okay, number 3, makeup artistry and camouflage therapy. Now, I actually didn't think that I would be interested in doing any makeup. My daughter till this day does my makeup. Although when I was in school, we did learn a lot about makeup. And I think that to, just be a makeup artist, period, is kind of dope. Now, here in Colorado, I'm pretty sure we don't have any license to be a makeup artist. But it's good to go and learn as an esthetician, because at our school, they taught us how to contour, how to, help people in different ways. And then also you can do like camouflage therapy, where maybe somebody had an accident or a burn on their face, or, there's something going on with their body, and you're helping to do that. You could also work in the film industry, where you're on set doing professional makeup for people, during a movie. And it's just really rewarding. I think everything that estheticians do is rewarding, because you're literally making someone feel better, look better, relax. Everything about being an esthetician is just rewarding in that in itself. As far as being a makeup artist and doing camouflage makeup, you can also do makeup for funerals and, help people get back to look similar to what they normally look like. You just ask for a photo of what, the person normally looks like, and you're able to go in and, do their makeup. I actually met this lady when I was in school that did that, and she said it was very rewarding. Just emotionally and financially, and but she said you do use different makeup than you normally use in real life. But I think that's kind of cool too, because you don't have someone, well, for one, no one's moving. Also, no one can tell you if they don't necessarily love their makeup. If you, respect them and you look at how they normally wear their makeup, and you just get them back to normal, how they normally look for their funeral. So that's another option as far as makeup artists. Also to do makeup for like proms and weddings and stuff like that. That's all you. So number 4, aesthetics writer or beauty editor. So this is kind of cool, because this is something that I never really thought about while I was in school. But it's good just to have, or even, just to like vlog like I'm doing. But there's a lot of people that just travel and document their lives, or to be a writer or editor. You know your stuff, you have your opinions. There's a lot goes into being an esthetician, way more than I realized. There's a lot of education that goes into being an esthetician. So yeah, that's a good idea too. You could work for a magazine, or you could create your own magazine. You could, have your own vlog, or you could work for, a well-established magazine. Number 5, traveling esthetician. So you can get on different boats, cruise ships and stuff like that, and just travel. Now during this time, you're going to be traveling, you're going to be able to do makeup just like in a spa setting. You're going to be able to meet different people, see different parts of the world, provide beauty services, facials. I mean, when you're on a vacation, that's definitely something that you want to do, is get your makeup done and just relax. And in the meantime, you are traveling the world, and you're able to be on a cruise ship, and that's really rewarding. And it just depends on what your living situation is. Like if you're able to be away from your family for that long period of time. I am not, and I don't want to, but if I was younger, like in my 20s, that would be dope. I think that would be nice to just travel and relax, and you're basically like always on vacation, but you're helping others feel better about their self and their situation. Number 6, an educator. I never thought about doing this, although like for me, I like young kids, I like younger children, so I wanted to work in the education field for a while. Although my sister is a teacher and I seen what she went through, and it kind of made me not want to. But I do have a love for teaching. And once I started school at Avalon, I realized that I would actually have a good time teaching, and just teachers just change the world in so many ways. There's so many things that you can do as a teacher, and I feel like it's never going to be boring because you constantly have a different flow of students in your class at all times. You're meeting new people, just like the last one where you're working on a cruise ship. So yeah, you can teach as an esthetician. You do need to have your license for 2 years. You have to have 2 years of experience, but then you could go off and you can be a teacher. Mobile esthetician. This is something that I really like, and I was thinking about doing this. I like the fact that you could just have a mobile shop and you can show up wherever you're at and help do whatever needs to be done. And the fact that I could call a esthetician over to do my lashes, and they're gonna pull up and I just walk out in my robe, lay in their mobile vehicle, and they're gonna do my lashes. Or if you're you might need them to come for your wedding day, or maybe you're not mobile, maybe you can't go too far, or maybe you have social anxiety and you don't want to go to a spa. The fact that somebody could bring the spa to you is such a dope idea. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm gonna do, just because I've looked at so many different options as far as opening a spa, and I've looked at so many different properties and just different avenues and ways for me to booth rent, and just, I'll go into the rest of that. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to end up doing, is doing the mobile spa thing. But obviously you will pick and choose what is best for you and what works for you and what you're passionate about. Skincare company owner. So you can own your own skincare line. Based on the fact that you are now a licensed esthetician, you can own your own line. You don't need to be a licensed esthetician to own your own skincare line, but it does help if you have the credentials to back you up, and you know what it is you're talking about, you know what it is you're looking for in your products. And when you're hand selecting different products and stuff like that, you know what it is that you want to achieve and the science behind it. So you don't need to be an esthetician in order to own your own skincare line, but it's definitely beneficial. And if I know someone is a licensed esthetician and they offer me a product, I'm more likely to go with them than Bob down the street. Skincare company owner. So you can own your own skincare line. Based on the fact that you are now a licensed esthetician, you can own your own line. You don't need to be a licensed esthetician to own your own skincare line, but it does help if you have the credentials to back you up, and you know what it is you're talking about, you know what it is you're looking for in your products. And when you're hand selecting different products and stuff like that, you know what it is that you want to achieve and the science behind it. So you don't need to be an esthetician in order to own your own skincare line, but it's definitely beneficial. And if I know someone is a licensed esthetician and they offer me a product, I'm more likely to go with them than Bob down the street, who is just the company owner and he's only in it for money, and he probably doesn't know anything about skincare. Okay, so moving right along. Product development kind of ties into skincare owner, but to develop your own products. I've actually done this before and they came out really, really good. So product development, there's a lot that goes into creating skincare, and a lot of people don't know this when they first start creating their own skincare, or they're like, oh, I'm gonna have my own skincare line. There's a lot that goes into it as far as measurements and mixing, and you have to measure the pH. you have to, it's in different phases. There's a whole science behind it, but it actually is really easy to do once you understand it, once you see the recipe, once you learn the different phases. And the products that I made, everybody really liked the products that I made. They're like, when are you going to come out with another, skincare or another facial wash? And I'll probably end up doing that again. I just do so many different things that I'm trying to slowly focus on one thing at a time. So yeah, product development. You could develop your own product. You could develop your own products, and you have your license to back you up and your education to back you up. Number 10. You can work as an inspector, or you can work for the state board as an esthetician. So these are just different ways to open up. If you ever get tired of one thing, you can always go to something different. There's so many things to do, and there's so many things that I did not even touch on in this video. But yeah, state board inspector, where you're inspecting and making sure that everyone is on point and doing what they're supposed to be doing, and being sanitary and keeping their sheets and everything. And then also you could work for a state board. You could be a state board member and be a part of that and helping people get their license and run the tests and stuff like that. Last but not least, this is the bonus job and that I decided to put in here, which is the only reason why I started school to be an esthetician. Which is to be a lash tech. Yes, in order to be a lash tech, you have to have your license as an esthetician. When I first learned this, I was highly upset because I didn't want to go to school and learn everything that I did, but now I understand why I did, and the education that I carry with me, it will help to be more sanitary. It helps you just to understand the body. And then, like I said, I can do so many things now, as far as waxing and custom facials. I can help you clear up your face. There's just so many things that I can now do as an esthetician. So yeah, lash techs make a lot of money. You could, if you have products in retail, you could really make a lot of money in your spa or, at your lash whatever. And you can also carry that as mobile. And I like these all because you could tie a lot of them in with each other. Like the mobile, you could be a mobile lash tech, or you could make products, or you could import your products and just label them, and you have your license behind you to back you up. So yeah, thanks so much for watching my video. 10 things that you can do as an esthetician. There's so many more things. I feel like I hear something new all the time, just different avenues. So do your research. But yeah, it's definitely worth it, and you will be employed and have fun while doing it. So thanks so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button right now. Subscribe, turn on that notification bell, because I'm going to be dropping a bunch of different videos about business.